Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Richh University. We back with another video. It's been too long. I'm supposed to be staying consistent. I've been talking about staying consistent with my videos, and I am staying consistent. I just already mentally just been telling myself, don't wait too long to make another video. Stay consistent. If you are still doing what you are doing, you're not taking too long to keep doing it, but you doing it, and you are also making a way of trying to do it more. Just keep pushing. We gonna get there. That's why I made this channel, Richh University. I'm trying to teach and learn at the same time. So I don't want to be making videos saying stuff that I'm not doing. Master your emotions before they master you. So people are going to do things that you don't like. Things in life gonna happen that you don't like, but it's not about what happens. It's about who you are when it happens. It's about how you control the situation or control your emotions, or how you react to the situation, or even your perspective of the situation, because all that plays a part. People are going to disappoint you. People have flaws. We all have flaws, you guys. We all have flaws. So we can't have the high expectations for people all the time, because people mess up. You know, life is not perfect. So we can't expect people and things to be perfect. With that being said, people are going to let you down. Family, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, relationships, your coworker, your bosses, people are gonna let you down. It sounds harsh, but people are gonna let you down, and that's just the way of life. It's all about how you control your emotions. A lot of things don't be worth our energy. A lot of things don't be worth our emotions, but we don't think to control our emotions. We just want to react to a situation. You at work and somebody put something in the wrong spot, or somebody do something wrong, and you instantly react to that person, or that person react. You might put something in the wrong place, and that person react to you in a bad way. You have to think about, no, I'm not gonna match this person's energy. I'm gonna control myself in this situation. This is something that I am working on myself. It's certain situations that I have done that, and there's certain situations that I have not done it. So that's why we are in this together. That's why I'm making this video, letting you guys know that you should control your emotions. Everything is not worth a reaction, especially if you are a person that is big on energy, vibration. You don't want to match people's energy. You don't want to match people's vibration. So a lot of times when things happen, when people do things, take a moment to breathe and really be like, how do I want to respond to the situation? Do I want to react in this way, or do I want to just smile, laugh it off? They ain't worth my energy. They're going to be like, huh, what? They're going to be expecting you to get back on their energy, get on their frequency. But when you are being more aware of your emotions and trying to control your emotions, you're going to be like, nah, I don't want to react to this person in this situation. We are going to have bad days. A lot of times we have expectations to have a good day, and some people have expectations already to have a bad day. But for the ones who have high expectations of having good days, and sometimes that day don't go how is planned, we let that tear us apart. We let that stuff literally control our day. A bad day is really like a mental thing. When I said earlier about the perspective, the same thing can happen to two different people, and one person can look at this and be like, damn, this fucked up. Like, how I'ma do this here, how I'ma do that. And one person can look at this situation and be like, damn, even though this happened, let me go do this and that. Maybe that happened for a reason. Maybe it was meant for me to go do this and that. I'm not gonna even take this as it's bad. I'm gonna take that as redirection. Sometimes rejection is redirection. So the same thing can happen to two different people, and based on their perspective, that's gonna be how they experience that thing. So that's why we have to really focus and pay attention to what we are thinking about and how we are perceiving something. We should always try to find good in every situation, because that's going to help you be more grounded. Certain things don't go our way. We have the ability to control our emotions. We don't have to let that thing control us. So I wrote something down when I was taking my notes earlier. I wrote down, learning how to control your emotions don't mean you don't have emotions. I'm not saying be cold-hearted. It doesn't mean you don't have emotions. It just means you are feeling your emotions, but you're not letting your emotions control you. You are acknowledging that you might feel frustrated, that you might feel sad, upset. Just because you acknowledge something doesn't mean you are going to let it control you. You just being aware that you feel this way, but you still gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna let this control me. I'm not gonna feel this way. I'd rather feel this way. I'd rather be happy, you know? And when it comes to people, I realize hurt people. So a lot of times people do things to us and it's not even intentional. They just reacting out of the person they are. Like I said, hurt people. So sometimes in relationships, you wonder why this person is doing you a certain way. You blame yourself, or you trying to like fix it all the time. And sometimes that person just has so much hurt inside them. They have so many flaws in them that they don't even know that they hurting people and stuff like that. And we can't let this stuff control us. We really can't. We really shouldn't even be around people like that. But we can't let this type of stuff control us. We really can't. Think about controlling your emotions overall. You know, we have the ability to control how we feel. We don't control our emotions. We just always react. We have to control our emotions. Let me give y'all a situation that happened at work. I was parking my van. And I didn't know that the van was in the wrong spot. So the guy, even though he came to me already like, you know, hostile for real, he already came to me the wrong way. You know, and I had a long day myself. I was controlling my emotions for real. I really was. He told me that he came to me, was like, you know, I told you that the van was in the wrong spot. I told you to move the van. I'm like, I just moved the van. Like, I really did. I moved the van to another spot. But apparently it was still another wrong spot, which I didn't know that I had. Like, I told him, like, oh, okay, I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. He instantly, a person that can't control their emotion, a person that's not even aware of that you can control your emotions, instantly like, I already told you to move the van the first time. This and that and that. You know, me still working on controlling my emotions. I did let that situation take over. I would say I didn't have 100% control over my emotions because I said some words back, you know, that probably wasn't so good. And if I was controlling my emotions better, them words would never came out. I would have just gave him the keys and walked off. But, you know, pride and stuff like that, not pride and ego and not being able to control my emotions, or at the time, I'm not even gonna say not being able to control my emotions, but not even being aware that I'm not controlling my emotions, just reacting. Like, I'm just reacting to the situation, which I'm learning on getting away from. This is why I'm making this video, to let you guys know, like, things can go, even though things didn't really turn out no type of way, but I still regretted that. Like, how many times y'all had an argument or y'all did something, you go back and think about it and you regret it. You like, man, I wish I would never did it. Well, stuff like that. That's because we just react in the moment, and when the situation is over, we have time to actually think something that we should have did before, but we reacted. So, you know, it's normal though. That's why I'm making this video, just let you guys know we need to do better. We don't need to react to everything. We need to control the situation, control our emotions. Even if the other person is not controlling their emotions, just by us alone controlling our emotions, that can make the situation go way better. Because, like I said, for instance, the last situation with me, it didn't go nowhere, but I thought about it like, damn, nah, I'm supposed to be controlling my emotions. I'm supposed to be, and that's why I made this video, because that happened maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I had this video idea like 2 weeks ago. I was like regretting, like no, like I'm looking at myself as a different person. Like, nah, I don't even supposed to be matching his energy. Like, he got some broke nigga energy. Like, I don't even supposed to be matching this energy, and I was mad at myself that I matched his energy. I was mad at myself, But I forgave myself though, and I forgave him, and I forgave the situation. I didn't tell him I forgave him, but spiritually inside, I told myself that I forgive it. Sometimes we be in situations where it's too late. We get ourselves into certain things where we don't control our emotions, and we do this react, and we regret it. So just learn from your mistakes. Just learn from your past, or just learn from the stuff you go through. If you know that you did that and you reacted and you didn't think about it and it turned out bad as hell, like, it should let you know, like, maybe I should think before I do things. Maybe I should think before I should say certain things. Hopefully this video makes sense. Like, I'm gonna go back and chop it up, edit it, because I was kind of like around the place, but I feel like I was still on the main topic, which is controlling your emotions. And I also just want to drop a video. If you watch my video, you are a part of the Richh University. Like, if you watch my videos, if you subscribe, either or comment, you are a part of Richh University. So I want to thank the people that's a part of the Richh University who has watched my last 2 videos. I want to thank God and the universe for even sending them videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. It really do means a lot to me. I'm really working on growing the channel. 16 views, 20 views, like whatever. Like, I know you have to start somewhere, and I'd be like I said, it's all about perspective and stuff like this. So I'm just thinking about if I was in a room talking to 16 people, like, how would I feel? I don't let numbers determine things. When I seen my numbers grow, I think my first video has like 6 views, but honestly, when I posted my videos, I was like, I'm not gonna worry about how many views they get. I'm just gonna post them and let them sit. Just, it's not all about just trying to post videos and get views. Like, it's this trying to be consistent. It does something different. It really do means a lot. It bring out a different version of me. I do like making these videos, but I like to talk about topics that I already been through or I'm going through, so I can just better explain and just try to relate to the Richh University channel. So we're gonna wrap this video up right here. I gotta edit and stuff like that. If you are watching this video, have a good night. If it's morning time, have a good morning. I thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Until we meet again, peace out, Richh University.